sky. Well, you cry out and you don't know why. Come on now, let your feet fly. Come on now, let's go for a ride. Come on now, let your feet fly. Oh, let it fly. Come on.
All right, welcome to the Red Couch.
Hey everybody!
I'm Izzy Dakota Jones. This is.
Ash Wednesday. And who are you guys?
Who are you guys?
We're the Evening Herald.
The Evening Herald. All
Well,
right.
we have individual names too, but we're the band.
We're the
All
band
right.
Evening Herald.
Well, we know
Yes.
Pat because you guys know him because
Yes.
he's been here before.
Yes.
Pat
That's
Axe. I'm Heidi Morgan.
Yes,
This is Paul Lund.
yes. Great harmonica player.
Huzzah!
Fantastic.
Great
player.
harmonica player. I really like his harmonica player a lot.
And I'm going to say Pat Axe. I'm going to introduce Pat Axe. Which camera do I look at?
Any of
All of them.
It's all around.
You got.
Pat Axe named this new version of the band, the Evening Herald, in partly in honor of our good friend Harold Haynes, who was one of my big mentors. Pat, I met Pat in 2013
Yeah.
at the pub 340.
And I went to high school at Harold.
At the pub 340, and I didn't know who the hell he was. But anyways, Harold has been our mentor, my mentor, and getting through it. And he's known Harold since like 1960 something.
Wow.
They went to high school
71.
together, and he came up with the name of the band, the Evening Herald, and it's just spot on for me. I mean,
Yeah.
So
That's a
when,
cool name.
when you're looking for us on social media, it's HAROLD. So Harold as in Harold the guy.
Yes.
Rather than Herald,
Not
the newspapers.
HE
The Scottish
or
newspaper.
Whatever, yeah.
Irish newspaper.
Although we've been having fun with the play on words, you know. Making headlines since July of last year. July 2025 was our first gig at the Brighton. That's actually when we met.
That was
Yeah,
your first
yeah,
gig?
that's where
That
you
was our
met.
first
Yeah.
gig.
That was the reason that you guys are sitting on the couch right
Well,
now.
you know what?
That
Between-
was so good, man.
Yeah,
Me
I
and
mean-
Bonnie freak. Hey, it's Bonnie's birthday. Happy birthday,
Yes,
Bonnie.
Happy birthday, Bonnie!
It's Bonnie's birthday. La, 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 la,
That's my check.
la.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I when
Was
Ash
I there?
came to see
That's
you
the guy
guys,
for every single
Ash said to me.
every single show.
Bonnie.
Bonnie, Bonnie, Bonnie.
Okay,
Anyway.
so anyways, when Ash told me he came to see you guys, he said you should hear this lady sing,
Oh yes.
and she's with Pat and Paul, and I went, I've heard of the band, I said, but I haven't come and see them yet, and then I talked to Kelly, and Kelly said to me, gotta hear Heidi sing. So I hear you sing the shit out of stuff. Which no, it's and then you got a good band, but a really good band backing you. You know, you got a bunch of people that are really good.
Yeah, it's
so
great.
you guys, you know, that's great.
My friend Peggy Wilson was sort of the connector in a roundabout way because Mark Breen was playing with these guys and they were looking for a singer. And yeah, Peggy kind of helped bridge that. And then I went over and met these guys, and that was like early July last year. And then things have just been rolling ever since.
Good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. And so I mean, so how long has it been for the band? No. As is?
Less than a year.
Less than a year. Wow.
Less than a year. Yeah,
July.
we've been
July.
July of 2025. I think it was the 19th. Although I think you.
That's right, yeah.
It was the 19th.
We played at Brighton.
Yep.
Yeah, you came in, sat with us at the Brighton, and we talked on the phone a couple of times. You came down and sat with us,
Yeah.
and you know we had a gas.
You're
And
so
we
good.
clicked.
You're so good.
Thank you.
So
That's when you met us, I think.
Yeah,
the
dude.
second
Oh.
time.
That was
When you told me-
So
5
good.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when you told me,
That's all right.
that's
Catch up.
when you told me Pat was playing in the band and Paul, then I knew that Pat
That's
and
when we
Paul
met.
Yeah.
That was our first one.
knew what they were doing. I says, okay, they're good. I know these two guys, and I know they're really good.
Well,
And I used to see them we used to go to the jams all the time at the down here at the thing for a long time.
Princeton?
Press box.
Press box.
Press
yeah.
box? Yeah.
Peggy and
Yes,
yes.
Kelly and
And
Bryce ran.
Yeah, and Bryce, yeah, and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
and we got when we got together, I said, look, I play guitar a lot better when I haven't got a microphone in front of my face. So it's like anything that I sang with the band that Heidi wanted to sing, she was more than welcome to, and we brought in a whole new repertoire.
Yeah.
We don't,
That's good.
because I'm not the front person. That's the thing. People forget. You have to. You bring a singer in. You gotta go with the singer because they do their thing. So we back up the singer. We're musicians. That's our job.
How'd you start singing, Heidi?
Oh, I've always, like, in church with my family.
Is your story really from
childhood.
church?
Church.
It is from church. We didn't stay there.
Ah, you're lying.
So where are you from? Where?
Langley. I was born in
Oh,
Langley.
Okay, it's
My-
true then.
It's true. My grandfather was
Langley
like the
Church,
first
sure.
pastor of the Free
Oh.
Church in Fort Langley.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't agree with the whole vibe, but I respected his conviction,
Sure.
and I loved the singing. Right? It was
Well, it's
probably
a good
about,
place to learn, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of singers say.
I was probably about 12 when I I stopped going to church, but I always had that love. My mom was an amazing piano player, perfect pitch. Like, she won awards. She was incredible. So I always kind of had that vibe inside of like the feel without really knowing exactly, like just that innate.
So when you
sense
get
of-
that feeling, you just mentioned, I guess that feeling comes from like you, from when you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
So you all that influence comes pouring out, right? Through
Yeah.
through the songs and the singing.
But one thing, I was never really willing to be like a starving artist, so I always had a day job.
No.
Oh, that was a starting nervous.
There's
It's
the
not good.
difference.
Well, you know what? That's what a lot of lady singers do. They won't
Yeah.
starve if they don't have to, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, where
Yeah.
guys are a little like, yeah, I don't mind being a starving musician, right?
Yeah, because a girl will give him a hamburger.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's
yeah, I
the
was
truth,
sleep
isn't
wherever.
it?
When
right?
the guy eats the craft dinner, like you go on the road and
Yeah.
you're eating craft dinner for 3 days straight, right?
It's tough being pragmatic when you're fucking chasing a muse, but sometimes you gotta frickin' wake up and smell, especially after 25, wake up.
Yeah.
But I always
Disagree.
did gigs, like I had like maybe 3 to 7 gigs a year of different people I would pull together depending on what the gig was. Like a duo or a full band. Or,
Right, gotcha.
Always kind of kept a hand on it. And then when I turned 50, I was like, I need to be
You turned
doing...
50? That's great.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm 51 now.
Dun dun dun.
And I'm not worried
This was
about
filmed 10
saying
years
that.
ago.
No, yeah, I know.
I really don't mind saying. I just
No,
what
no,
it
but
is.
This live stream was filmed
I'm
10
this
years
tall.
ago.
I'm this old.
No, I went last week to see that rock band. I don't know if you guys heard of them. They're called Ghost, right? So they're from Sweden, and they all dress up in masks and costume, so you don't know who's playing
Right.
in the band. And the singer guy is dressed in like a ghost outfit, and he wears a Pope outfit, comes out in all this kind of heavy goth kind of stuff, and the band is like, if you saw the band, you guys would go like, the show is unreal. And it's just like, holy fuck, I've seen those guys about 10 years ago. Now the singer that I just mentioned, he is probably the best rock singer I've seen in 20 years.
Nice.
Like, I'm serious. Heidi, not a flat fucking note. I'm not kidding. Not a flat note through the whole thing, you guys. And I was just like, this guy is an amazing singer. So what I got though, the other day when we went and saw him, I went with Harvey, my bass player, and Paul, my other guitar player. We went and they wanted to go. They actually got free tickets, so they came with me, and I sat there. And the other day, Harvey goes, "You know how old the singer is?" And I says, "Oh, I says, not young." And he goes, "No, he's 48 years old." I says,
That guy?
"Oh yeah."
Up at your right there. sir?
Yes, yeah, he is 48. And he says, "You know he's 48. I says, "Yeah, of course." I says, "Why do you think he wears a mask and he's got constant and he gets all these young kids?" He's smart. They just took a formula and molded it, And so age doesn't matter anymore.
No.
So all you people out there, fuck you if you think age matters.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, it's like the Smurfs or freaking Barney or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, could be a fucking old man in a Barney suit.
We were just talking about Bugs Bunny and Pat's kind of energy that he brings. A lot like Bugs Bunny. But I would say that guy is probably super present. If he never misses a note,
Oh.
he's there for it.
And now, and
He's
he's
like-
got, it's an
I
eight
love
piece,
that.
and it gets guys, it's an 8-piece band. They got 2 female singers,
wow.
they got 2 keyboard players, 2 guitar players, bass player, like drummer. It's full on, and the production is huge. But you know what? Like I said, yeah, he's very present. He does not screw around,
That's
and
awesome.
he goes right into character, and he knows who he is, right? And then after the show, what they did was the lights went up after the encores, and they went out to the crowd and they handed out pics, and he shook people's hands in the crowd, and I just went, look at this, what a nice bunch of guys. Like, these people are so nice. Like they're you know, like they're getting friendly with all their fans and going, hey, how are you? You're like, you know, I'm going, now that's smart.
Even though they're ghosts.
Well,
Which is
Right,
so
oh.
like counterintuitive. It's
well, I
awesome.
remember when
love that
I used to play with Ray
juxtaposition.
Myers, and we played the Starlight Casino a couple of times, and I remember Ray Myers saying, look, and I played in a few bands over the years where it's like, look, after you do the set, you get off stage, you don't freaking run and hide, go out and be welcoming.
Yeah,
That's part of why I wanted to be
Yeah.
be out there all the time. It was just the connection, right?
Yes.
Like the way that you can like grab somebody's heart and like hold it, even if it's like honky tonk woman, you know, like
Yeah.
we're a cover band. We do blues and soul and a little rock and roll.
Fucking Janice.
Janice.
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
You
saw-
Joe.
Love me some Janice.
I saw Janice.
You should.
Did you?
Oh
really?
man.
You should see her.
I saw
BJ.
Janice, and I saw Janice
I
at
hope
the
you
Coliseum, the
will.
last show
Yeah.
Janice
Oh.
Joplin did. And with Big Brother and Holding Company. That was I saw her do her last show. That was the last
Was
show.
that
they-
here in Vancouver?
Yeah,
I think
Coliseum.
I heard you talk about that recently. You were interviewing maybe the dude from The Doors.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tribute band.
Yes, yes.
Not the actual Jim Morrison.
Peter. Yeah, hi Peter. Peter, watch
Hey,
it.
There.
You're awesome. You're
I know.
He's awesome.
Your
Their
sister's
shows are
fun,
killer, man.
yeah.
Killer
We,
on the
band
I
is
wanted
really
into
good.
the Princeton.
You guys are
You
killer
were
on the
talking about
road.
that gig, and they were at the Princeton, and it was packed.
Yeah,
Those
Peter.
guys are from
So
Always.
nice. So
Yeah,
good.
all those
Such
guys.
a great
Yeah,
show.
they're great big guys.
I love
But
it.
anyways, I heard you talking about that.
Yeah, I
think,
went to the show. Yeah,
that
and she
was-
drank.
oh.
She drank 3 26s of Southern Comfort. I'm not kidding you. Straight, and still stood up and sang the whole show. She was wavering at the end, but she was like this. But you know, but
It's like
it was
drinking
kind of funny to
orange
watch
juice.
because the follow spot's going like this, and she's right on. And at the end, you know, like she still sang on, like just there wasn't a slur note. You know, it wasn't flat or sharp.
Yep.
She just sang like Janice,
Yeah.
and you just went, wow.
That's
and I was
rock
very
and roll
impressed.
as that is.
On high heel shoes.
That's
She's
a
wearing high
fucking-
heel shoes, man. I'm telling you.
That's a
She always
fucking
wears
broken
stilettos.
human
Yes.
being.
That's what
She
she
always
was.
had the stilettos on.
Yeah.
Do you remember David Wilcox?
Yes,
They used
very
to put
well.
like an X on the stage, and like I heard this is like lore, right? They would like wheel him out on a
fucking
dolly and
awesome.
put him there and be like, okay, you just stay right there, and then he would do his
Is he
thing.
alive?
Yeah,
I believe
he
so.
just played the Kitchener Blues Festival last summer.
He can't get out of
Nice.
Ontario. He can only stay in Ontario.
Yeah.
I saw him at the Coach, tiny little theater. It was beautiful. This was like back in I don't know, like
David
early
Wilcox is-
2000s.
David
Oh, yeah.
Wilcox is a guitar player's guitar player.
Yeah.
He's that cat who can fucking play anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's played the Great Speckled Bird. Let's go and see him in clubs in Toronto, like the Rondon. People from Toronto remember a place in the 70s called the Rondon. It was nicknamed the Rundown. And it was advertised on
They opened the
Q107.
door with that one.
And Wilcox used to play there, and lots of other cool bands. But Wilcox and Downchild
Oh, down.
were the shit in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized we got 2 harp players sitting in the same
Well,
room.
Paul. Yeah, Paul. Paul is fantastic. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love Paul's playing. I do, Paul. I'm not just saying that. I have a lot
Oh,
of
thank
respect.
you, Joe.
Where did
I have
that?
tons of respect for Paul.
Where did that come
Playing.
from?
Oh, he's
Tell us about
brilliant.
you.
I love him. Best friend.
Well, it was this seed that was born when I was a teenager, but never went anywhere until I don't know. I was like 45, 50, and I said, I'm gonna figure this thing out a little bit. Realized I needed more than one harmonica. Right, Joe?
Yep.
You need
Or
all the
funky,
harmonicas.
right? Yeah.
So, anyways, I went to a few jams and tried it out and was unsuccessful, successful, whatever you call it. I went to the jams and it made a fool of myself a few times. But at the same time, you know, some of the people kind of whatever. But then I went to like the Cottage Bistro, and I was like, okay, this is a young guy. They were happy to see me, and I met my first mentor, Lyle Duncan. He's been playing around this town. You know Lyle?
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing the Yale and all these great bands. He was a touring musician for a while. He actually got up and played with the Robin Ford band at the
Fairview?
no at the beach there, the festival, the folk festival.
Oh,
The
fuck.
folk festival needed. So anyway, Lyle, he was the guy who didn't hate me and brought me over to his place and told me that I sucked.
Oh, gee.
With all the love, right?
I didn't do it right. This went on for 2 or 3 years until finally I hit one note, and he said you did it right. And it's like, you know, meanwhile, anyway, I've been going to jams and trying, and you know, it's not my main thing. I don't stop my life and play harmonica. I did as much as I could, and
Yes.
and then so going to the jams is where I met Pat at the pub 340. And that was way before we did anything too, because I had a long way to go. That was when I first started. That was what, 2013.
2011. Yeah,
And,
2012 when I met Paul.
And
2013 is 13 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it 13 years, but it's not like it's.
I know.
I haven't been a musician for 13 years. I've just been playing. Anyways,
He
just
had
to have
his-
great mentors like Harold, the Evening Harold. Harold was my other guy. You remember Harold?
Yeah.
Passed away 3 years ago this spring, and he was the one who kept pushing me. Why aren't you at the jam? Well, I come up with some excuse. Bullshit. Anyway, we became very close friends.
Yeah.
We did traveling together. We hung out all the time, and he did put pressure on me, but it wasn't in a way that it was angry. It was just he told me, you know, like it became my own pressure because you know, if you want to do it, and why aren't you out there trying it more? So
Good. So while I got you here, what are your influences like on harp? Who do you
Yeah, that's
like?
what I'm curious.
oh boy, I mean, we start way back with Lou Walter,
Okay.
Sonny Boy 1,
Yeah.
Sonny Boy 2, all the classic stuff.
Right.
Has been my stuff. I mean, when I was a little kid, I used to listen to Trooper, and I remember that
Yes.
harmonica solo. That one harmonica
Ray-
solo
Ray-
that they
Ray
had
has-
there.
yeah, Ray.
It was like an
Ray's a
eight
good
bar
harmonica.
fucking
You know,
solo.
like Ray's a good harmonica player.
Yeah. So but I remember that, but I never tried to play it. And but I mean, it's just been in there for a long time. But
Yeah.
once I started actually learning, you go back to the roots, and
Yeah.
that's where I go back for all my music is way back to the original stuff. Because why do I need to learn Eric Clapton's version when he's doing all these other original versions, so I can do my Eric Clapton version of the same song.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they
How
were
about
doing.
Heidi? What's some of your favorite? She looks.
Well,
What?
I knew this was coming. No, I would
Of course,
say
you're a singer. That's why.
like the Doors were a pretty big influence early on, and of course Janis, Etta James, Tori Amos.
Yeah.
Tori Amos was
Etta James.
That's cool.
Right.
huge, and Etta James and Janis, and yeah, like I there's pretty much nothing that I don't like. So
All the belters that I
What's that?
all the belters.
Yeah, yeah.
People that feel.
hmm
Feel is important.
Yeah, and aren't afraid to go into that zone where you don't know what's gonna happen. Like you're talking about Janice, right? Like sure she had a 26er, but she also actually the last time we did me and Bobby McGee, I realized like I was kind of levitating after it. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta come back down to earth, because I kind of went in that place. But yeah, all the brave people that are willing to be vulnerable.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Be
of putting it.
vulnerable. That's
a good way of putting it. How about Pat? Pat, what do you?
We know all about Pat.
It's like I'm influenced by everything from Robert Johnson to Adrian Belew. Adrian Belew did some really far out sessions with Frank Zappa, and Bowie stole them away. And he played with Talking Heads and King Crimson. I love Adrian Belew; he's brilliant. And I also love Robert Johnson. So everything between Robert Johnson and
It's a
Adrian
big
Belew
school. That's a big
is like. Santana's a huge influence, but when it really comes down to it, people go, there's something in your playing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think
It's me.
it's exactly.
Yeah.
It's all your influences, all the stuff you've listened to on the radio, coming out through you, and that's what I first sort of learned over the years is that, no matter what my influences were, I mean, everything was my influence.
Yeah, right? It's like not just music, right? Everything.
Yeah.
What I love about this guy is he never solos the same. There's something always.
Well, that's
Oh,
good.
that's cool.
He's
That's
pulling
cool.
That's what I hate about
something
that guy.
For me, it's awesome. For this guy, maybe not so much. But, he's like pulling something from the cloud, right? Of like.
Well, that's good. Well, Pat likes to experiment. Like I think
Yeah.
you guys all do, right?
Yeah.
Because if you like that kind of music, that's where you go, right? Because I think it's all basic in the moment kind of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes in my bands too, my drummer is the guy who, Scott is like very Scott has everything regimental. Like, he's got his little laptop and he knows what verse we're in, what choruses. And when we vary, sometimes Scott goes, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Like, relax, calm down. We're going somewhere where you don't know, right?" We just take it there, right? And then he follows
Yeah.
through, like,
Sure.
How do you guys decide on your set? Because that the only night, the first night you played actually,
Our
the
inaugural
fucking
gig.
that blew us away.
Well, if we're
How
gonna
do you guys decide on that?
we're gonna do standards, right? We go in and we go. There's got to be like a bit of an emotion factor.
Yeah, but wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I think that initial night was.
Well, we try to find
Oh,
stuff.
it
We try to
it
find
was
common ground.
Heidi's thing, and
That's what it was.
You guys put some songs in there too, but it was Heidi's.
That makes sense.
It was Heidi's
because
call
you
for
fucking
those.
blew
Yeah,
the
but we
roof
found
off.
common ground the first night, and Heidi and I talked on the phone a bunch of times. We got together. I think. Did we even get together? I think, or did you just come down?
No. We met at Paul's house.
Okay.
We had a couple of drinks.
And-
We chatted.
We got a kitchen table.
And
at my
we
house.
and
There
then
you
we
go.
connected.
We
and we
practiced
just
at
flew
Paul's
by the
house.
seat of our
Awesome.
pants.
My house.
And
It's a great
Just
show.
call it
We-
one bedroom apartment.
Go ahead.
Oh.
We're all
Oh,
talking.
sorry.
It's okay, we're all talking.
we found a theme.
Don't mind us,
And the
we're all
thing-
talking.
The thing was Heidi. So
You
we
guys
kind
can
of
hang
kept
out
it
with us,
together. And then we figured we all connected. There was an electricity there. And that's like, it's like,
Yeah, that's what Ash said. He said he felt it that night. You could tell
Oh,
you
it
guys
was
were
fucking
connecting,
incredible.
right?
Yeah.
And I believe that it comes through best when you're doing songs that you love to do.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you.
You know?
Yeah.
And like they always say, know your audience, but at what point does that become pandering? And if I'm if I'm doing what I love, then that's going to be the most pure, like
Form of what you're doing.
true aspect of me that you're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, we want people to dance. We want people to be happy, right? We want.
Yeah.
In the brain, we don't really care. It's so
Well,
tiny,
you're not
right?
dancing.
Nobody's dancing in the
People were
brain.
screaming in there though. That night, people were freaking
But-
out,
It's a lot
man.
of fun.
but you know,
It's a
I-
pretty
I
fun
love
place.
it. I love
We
that.
love you, the
exchange,
Brighton.
right?
I wanted to
Love
bump,
Brighton.
I wanted to bump the band up a notch, right? And it's like I said, I can't be the front man and the guitar player at the same time.
Yeah.
So
You made a wise decision.
and-
Yeah, I suggest you don't be the front
Right,
man because you
right,
have
and
one
I-
right there.
and I asked Heidi, I basically came down and was like, Heidi, will you please join the band? And
Well, that
she
was-
said
That's
yes.
great.
Well, that's
And
a
right
good
from the
fucking
start,
call.
that vibe was like, we were like, we were all gelling, that
So
the
have you
three of us-
guys ever thought that at some point you just might write songs too, though?
Oh, I write a ton.
But I mean, for the band,
Yeah, maybe, right? Like.
because I mean, if you
I
guys
write
are
too.
gelling on the covers and you're doing them more your own way, you know what I mean? Like
That's it. Oh,
that,
you know
that
what
would be the
thing?
next level for you guys to go. You know what I
that
mean?
thing
It'd
that
be
we-
fun for you guys, because what I'm getting out of you guys is like, you're having fun, you're experimenting with it, and I think myself, I would say, take that next little leap and just and see where it goes. You know?
Well, it's kind of like you establish yourself and people get used to your sound. And then once you get your sound and you're working whatever your goal is at that particular month, and my stretch goal was to freaking play with get the band going and start writing. We have a wealth of tons of songs, so that's what we're working on right now. And we're trying to work in a couple originals here and there.
That's good.
And what
I'm happy to hear that.
what I'd like to do in the next 6 months is get to the point where someone goes, "Hey, we really like you. Can we help you?" Well, help us with a couple odds and ends and give us a nudge, because we want to move up the staircase a bit.
Well, that was what happened to me on your very first gig. I was like, I really like you. You want to come on my show?
It was such an awesome connection too, because it was such a boost. You know, like we're like, you know, it was nice to connect in that way and
It
to
was
feel
awesome.
like, yeah, this is good. We've got something here. you know?
Yeah.
Like I mean, you have to know in yourself what you're doing, but then it never hurts when somebody's super enthusiastic, you know, and it's like, hey, we want you to do this with us, or, you know.
Oh yeah,
like it's just
immediately.
like,
Well, the whole place was just
What
on
we should
fire.
what we should do with you guys,
man.
if you guys want to, because usually what we do now is we have this step where we sit down and chat and get to know each other. We also do live streams now. I don't know if you've seen them yet.
Yeah.
And so we like to have you guys come on with one of my bands, like probably Saints and Sinners possibly, because it's more bluesy oriented. And we open up for you and do 6 songs, and you do 6 songs, and you get to reach out to people like, you know, like in a bigger realm, like bigger than the bars, right?
Yeah.
Because we reach.
What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see the evening Herald?
Our last one reached 4,000.
That's amazing.
You know, and that's a lot of people, right? And,
yeah, that is.
And a lot of
You
bands
can't pack-
have been asking us to do it, right? So we're just slowly starting to do it. And
Oh,
and
I'm just
Peter,
gonna
I'm
do a little
sorry.
thing right here.
Yeah,
Right there, March 2nd, Poison Oak.
Yeah.
If they were on the couch, they're gonna play.
yeah. So if you guys like to down the line, we'll get you guys. We'll figure a date out, and you know, and we do it out of a rehearsal place like Pandora's Big Room or Chart's Big Room, and we take a big room and we have a sound tech and
Yeah.
Or
she
some secrets,
comes
but
in,
we got some secret
make sure you guys
spots, too.
sound good, and
Yeah.
you know, and then we
We would love
interview
that.
real quick, and then it gets to a lot of people, right?
Sounds fab.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, we'll work on that because I would like to take it up, help you guys out a little further.
We'll
too.
get the whole damn band down here.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
The whole family.
Yeah.
We have Luis. What does anybody know Luis?
Luis
last name?
Garzon.
Luis Francisco Garzon.
Oh, it's
He's
amazing.
brilliant. We love him.
Yeah.
He's the newest member of the band, and he's part of the family.
Yeah.
Up until this point, we've had people working with us, but he's part of the family. And Steve.
I think we found our
On
bass
drums.
player. I think
Good place.
we you know, it's Pat and Heidi that sort of, you know, let's do this thing, and then we've sort of skirted between drummers and bass players. Steve mostly for the drummer, but bass players we kind of, you know, tried and find what fits. But Luis is doing a fantastic job. He's enthusiastic,
Fantastic player.
and Steve
Got a lot of heart.
Steve just wants to know what we're doing, and he's in the pocket every time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And Luis is from South America. He's
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay.
So he's got
Yeah.
that rhythm in him, and he's just like pump it,
Hear
man,
that?
pump it.
Steve Cornock, we love you.
There you go.
Everybody
Yeah.
loves you so much. Oh
There you
my God.
Everybody knows Steve too. It's
So
like,
so
You
where
all
you guys,
know him. You all know him.
yeah, you know Steve.
so where are you guys gigging next?
We've got February 28th at Corky's out in Chilliwack. They're so lovely. Randy and Lauren Vogt are out there, and they're just such gracious hosts.
Nice.
We've got, we're doing a duo thing, and there's
That was for the V Cafe.
the V Cafe, March 4th.
March 4th.
Yeah.
March something. I'm sorry, I'm not good with this. April 4th, we're playing at the Port Moody Legion. And then we're at the Brighton.
You and I.
You and I are a duo.
When's
in
that
May.
May.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Brighton in May.
the Brighton in May. Yeah.
And we got a few other
You
things.
should bring her with you at the thing.
Oh.
Why don't you invite Heidi to play with us at the Princeton on February 27th? Are you busy?
Oh, I actually am playing with Peggy and Bryce. that
Oh,
night.
where
Yeah.
are they playing at?
At Seymour's in North Van.
Cancel it.
So I'm doing a I'm doing a solo blues set opening up for the Saints and Sinners
That's right.
at the
Yes,
Princeton.
yes. So yeah, February 27th. Pat
With 4
will
other
be-
bands. 3 other bands. It's
Pat
gonna
will
be
be
a busy
in
night.
Princeton.
Yeah.
I'll be in Seymour's.
I'll be doing some Robert Johnson and some original
Yeah.
songs.
Well, next time, we'll get her next time to do that. Okay?
Yes, yeah.
Let's do one
That's
next
gonna
time.
be a
And
busy
we'll bring
Uber
Paul
night,
with us
man.
too. Do
Yeah.
a trio and come in and do it with a trio.
Yeah.
Well, over time, I've done. I used to work with what's her face, Musica,
Yeah.
Wilderness. She's a beautiful girl who played accordion. And,
Oh, yes, I remember her.
And then Paul and I did a bunch of stuff, right? And then we brought the Pat Axe band in there, and then we didn't do anything for the longest time. Then you say, hey, Pat, you want to do an interview? And then, you know.
Went from there.
So it's like, we know.
So you guys are actually busy though, right? You guys are,
Yeah, we're fairly consistent.
yeah, you guys are staying pretty busy.
But we picked up kind of a new focus. We just want to take time and find the right members, and we found Louise. And now we're going to bump it up a notch.
We're also playing March 13th as the Evening Herald at the 100 ANAF. March
Oh,
13th.
Okay,
Yeah.
for with cello.
Yeah.
Cello
with
plays
us.
with us now.
Oh, really?
Cello sings with us.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got cello sits in and helps us out with our lady Emily, because sometimes Emily's
Yeah.
pretty busy. She got lots
Well,
on her
cello's got great pipes.
She does.
She does. I met her at a Los Divas gig with Peggy
So does
and
Emily.
Bryce back a couple of years. On
Well, Emily and her are like really
Homies,
higher.
right?
They both.
I
We did a gig in North Burnaby Inn with both of them, because Emily could only do like half a show one night because she was gigging with her jazz band downtown. So that she stayed a half, and then cello came and did the second half of the
Oh,
show.
wicked.
Speaking of the jams, right? Because there's the Monday night at the NF 100.
That's right.
And like, there's so many great connections are happening at those.
Yes.
Those kind of.
Kelly does a good job.
Kelly's amazing.
Yeah.
And Paul runs at 179.
Yeah, this guy
Jam.
right here does the
Where's the
Thursday night?
Thursday night at the 179.
Where's that again?
The Legion on Commercial Drive.
6 in commercial.
6 and Commercial.
Oh, that's Thursday night. What am I saying?
Yeah.
You and
You
Kelly.
and Bobby.
You and
Bobby
Bobby.
and Kelly,
Yeah.
And I'm a
Yeah.
special guest.
That's a
tomorrow night.
really.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I like
Where's
that.
the
I like that
one?
Legion a lot.
The
Yeah,
100
we got a great
NF is
stage.
on
Yeah.
Kingsway.
We played
Oh,
it with the
that's the
Saints,
big one, yeah.
and when we play with the Saints, we really
Kingsway
love it.
near.
It's a
Do
fun
you have
beach.
to be a
It's
member
not.
there now?
There's no restrictions in there, right? You
Oh.
know, Paul who books it, he's really nice.
Well, you also get walk-in traffic down there.
You know what? We
some
played-
places there's no walk-in.
Yes, we played there just before Christmas, and we played there twice. But the last time we played there just before Christmas, it was like you had all the regulars, and then you had all the young kids coming in,
Yeah.
and it was packed.
And they come
And
in
it was-
waves. Right?
Yeah, and they come in waves, and
Yeah.
everybody's up dancing and grooving. We're
Yeah.
going like, this is a fun atmosphere. Like, what a great little bar.
Yeah.
We played there in September, and this guy just started stripping. We were playing Oh Darling. I think he was really getting into it. And we have it on film, and we actually caught it on video. The guy just starts taking off his shirt, and he's like...
So everybody sign up for the
swinging
Evening
around.
Herald OnlyFans page.
Come take your clothes off.
It
Please
was a lot
put
of
your clothes
fun.
back
I'm just
on.
saying,
Should I take
there's-
my
there's
shoes
a-
off?
I take them off.
My
You guys
point
want to
was-
see my feet?
My point was simply that there's a very diverse cast of
People.
individuals
Yes.
that frequent, you know.
That's
places.
like.
And it's fun. It was hilarious. I got somebody to like fuzz out his face and parts and that kind of stuff.
That's great.
It was our first scandal. You know, we were able to.
That's like
That is scandalous.
That's like the other night when I went to saw the Ghost Band. Some girl took off her top and her bottoms and threw them up on the stage. So he picks them up and he goes, "You know this is a stage hazard, right? You know, I could slip and fall on these things."
Oh.
He goes, "Does these belong to you?" And she goes, "Yeah." He says, "I think you need them back." He goes, "Because I'm only here for tonight."
Yeah.
Speaking of backs, I remember playing places like the Balmoral and the
Oh my
Brownsville,
God,
different
Balmoral.
things, and girls would do cartwheels on the dance floor. And it's like, thank you very much. There's certain things you can never unsee.
You know, I'll tell you a quick
Certain
story.
bars you can never unplay.
No, yeah, I can tell you a quick story about the Balmoral. A friend of mine, the drummer we had, his uncle is Gordie Howe, was Gordie Howe. So he's a really good drummer. And he
Bugs
was,
Bunny and Gordie Howe were my childhood
yeah.
heroes.
So anyways, he was playing the Balmoral, and he said he went in one night and he went to the washroom. He went in the men's washroom, and there was a pair of pants full of poop. And so he got out and walked out. And the first thing he thought was, he said to his bandmates, he said, where is the guy
With no pants.
pants on? How come nobody in this place saw the guy get up and walk out the door? Because I said to my friend, I says, that's normal here. You know, that's normal.
I walked in.
Could have been one of 3 guys.
I walked into Balmoral. It'll give you a perspective. I walked into the Balmoral bathroom, and I played there a few times. And one time during a 6-nighter with somebody,
Well, 6 nights is a long time
and,
there.
and it was like fucking living hell. I did 10 nights in a row,
Oh my
and afternoons, like Saturday afternoons to boot, and there's a guy in the crapper with a rig in his arm and his pants down his ankle and no doors on the crappers. That's the Balmoral.
I have a big love for the folks in the downtown east side, and I learned a lot about humanity.
Yes, you do down there, yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's sad and it's fucking beautiful
Yeah.
also.
Yes.
Because you have, my mom lived down there and my dad. My mom volunteered at Carnegie Center for like 25 years.
Oh, yeah.
And there was guys on the side, like one day she was getting out of a cab and this guy grabbed her wallet and ran. And it was the guys that were selling all the drugs on the corner that chased the guy down before the cops got there and got her wallet back for her. You know,
Oh.
people look out for each other, and there's all kinds. It's such a big mixed bag.
Yes,
but
it is.
It's also, there's a lot of community down there.
Yes, there is.
You can't say the rig and the shit and that without saying these people are fucking beautiful.
Yes.
Yes,
I remember
yes,
the flower
yes,
boxes
yeah,
at
yeah,
Windows.
it's You know, and it's
Remember
very,
those?
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
it's very sad. I mean,
Sure.
when I
Yeah.
came by the other night after the concert, it's such how can I put it? It's such you go drive by.
Dichotomy.
Well, you know, my heart sinks, right? You know, because I just look at the sadness of those people that are, you know, around where the rickshaw is and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's like, holy smoke, like, how can we just let that just go like that? Like, that's, it, I don't know what to say anymore.
It's greed. Greed turns a blind eye to fucking.
Yeah, it's so
to,
sad. It's such a sad thing.
I think that's why we're all here, right? To connect, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
That there's a disconnect and
Yes,
and
huge.
this sense of connection, and you know, to bring it, you know, it is sad and it's also beautiful, and there's always hope, right? And
Yeah.
I
That's so
think
true.
that's the key thing. Yeah, and it is hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. If you actually talk to people down there, there's some pretty fucking wild stories about where people have been, like amazing
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
musicians, and like that's actually where I sort of grew up musically. Was
Yeah.
right in the Carnegie Center.
Yeah. That's nice.
But before you have
music
an
program
opinion,
there.
you should be informed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest problem with society. People get opinions, and it's like, before you get an opinion,
Sure.
learn what's going on.
And also, if you don't have the context, you don't know. So
Yes.
you have to have the context.
Yeah, you have to have the understanding.
But anyways, that's why we're out there, right? Like
That's why you're
connecting,
playing
right?
Hail, hail, rock and
Connecting.
roll.
And any time that we connect with somebody at a show or whatever, that has a ripple. So don't ever discount what
Yeah.
that means.
Yeah, that's
for,
right. That's right.
for
That's right.
all that energy can be shared with people that are fucking sitting there that have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So in closing, so next bunch of gigs, like you said, one more time for the gigs.
Yeah. At least next one.
The next one, as a band,
Yes.
is February
February.
28th, Corky's in
Corky's in
Chilliwack.
Chilliwack. So Chilliwack.
And then in Vancouver, it's March 13th at the 100 ANF
Oh, okay.
On Kingsway.
on Kingsway.
On Kingsway.
Yeah,
And-
it's
and
$5
when's
for non-members.
$5 for non-members. And when's the Brighton? Most importantly.
That's our duo thing. I think it's
May, you said. Yeah.
30th, maybe?
We're already going into May.
No,
Can you
it's
believe it?
I don't know, it just seems so, like,
Wow.
time is so obscure now,
just
right?
a,
May 30th might as well be 5 years
Dude.
from now, right?
kidding.
I'll start promoting, come and
No
connect
kidding.
with us on Facebook, come and join our
Oh,
page,
yeah.
and then we'll invite you, and you'll be in the
the
know.
Brighton is May 7th.
Oh,
So
See?
Evening Herald on Facebook.
yep, with the HARLD ROLD.
And are you guys on Instagram or any other of those things?
No.
That's okay, Facebook is really good.
Facebook.
Oh yeah, I'm on all that
Where's
stuff.
Hey Facebook.
We're a baby band. We're getting there.
You're getting chicken.
We're working on it.
We'll be there.
Trying to get our ducks
We're
in
gonna
a
bring
row.
them, we're gonna bring them on the show in the next 4 or 5 months. We're gonna get them on and we'll do a concert with these two guys.
Play some
these
music.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're two
please.
bands together and it'll be lots of fun.
And then you can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, then you get to see it live. with
Incredible.
us.
I mean, go see them. But if you can't see them, if you're in Australia or wherever you are, we're gonna have them too. So hold on, because wow.
And if you want to book the band, find one of the three of us because we're around. Not hard to find.
Yeah, click clack.
And
TikTok.
you know, mine.
All of them.
Happy
Yeah,
happy
He's
That's
so
making
old
stuff
school,
up,
he doesn't
eh?
even know what he's
Happy
talking
Facebook.
about. Okay.
I don't know.
But
That's
yeah, we
okay.
can't.
Light Bright, check me out on your Light Bright.
Just give me a phone call.
And there you go.
We can't fit.
On my
3,000
landline.
We can't fit 3,000 people in the Brighton, so we're really happy that this is a
Yeah, that'll be
possibility,
fun.
right, where we can
It'll be
reach
fun.
that many
It'll-
people.
yeah, and fun.
We look
Yeah, it's
forward
gonna
All
to it.
right. Peace out, everybody. Rick
We love you.
out.
Happy birthday, buddy. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Love you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you.
Peace.